Bengaluru, the oath-taking ceremony held in the presence of several political bigwigs from across the nation, was the cynosure of all eyes. But the coalition government headed by Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy had an unsteady and slow start. A month later, despite the early hiccups, the government seems to be finally settling down and what's more aims to provide an austerity-based administration. Leading from the front, Mr. Kumaraswamy, who has advised his cabinet colleagues not to buy new cars, is using his own personal car for official work and continues to live in his J.P. Nagar home instead of the government bungalow near Vidanasuda. He has also decided not to use private jets for official tours or for travel to other states, as they reportedly charge around 35 lakh rupees to 40 lakh per trip when traveling by business class on regular airlines would cost around Rs 1 lakh both for him and his entire crew. Where that chopper operators charge the government 2 or 3 times the usual cost of around 5 rupees to 6 lakh per day, he has said no to them as well. However, going by official sources, while these austerity measures may impress the public, they may not result in a big saving. But the Chief Minister is doing more to cut down on expenditure, such as scrapping some unproductive programs taken up by various departments. The officers concerned have been told to justify the expenditure involved, and if they fail to do so, the programs could be done away with, according to sources. As for the many projects in and around Bengaluru which have received exaggerated fund allocations, Mr. Kumaraswamy is taking a second opinion and renegotiating their cost, they reveal. Unlike his first tenure, Mr. Kumaraswamy is proving more cautious in other aspects of administration too, and taking stock of the ground situation in his pre-budget meetings. Going by sources, he has both long and short-term plans for the state and is prioritizing issues carefully. But heading a coalition government, Mr. Kumaraswamy has to consider the possible reaction of the coordination committee to every decision he takes, and this could slow down implementation of projects, they point out. While the Chief Minister has declared bravely that neither his coalition partner, the Congress, nor the BJP is interested in destabilizing his government, he has had to contend with discontent in both his own party and the Congress over the cabinet expansion. The rumblings continue, and former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah added to the challenges of the government when he insisted that it follow the budget presented by his administration a few months ago. The dust is then only beginning to settle after the recent electoral shake-up. Whether the months ahead will allow Mr. Kumaraswamy to prove his mettle remains to be seen. Traffic: the city, which has 74 lakh vehicles on its roads, sees another 4.5 lakh added to the number every year, leading to congestion and drivers stranded in traffic jams. Dr. Ashish Verma, mobility expert and associate professor, transportation systems engineering at the Indian Institute of Science, welcomes Transport Minister D.C. Thimana's plan of registering cars only if their owners have parking space, as he believes it will discourage people from adding to the number of private vehicles on the roads. But he suggests that a high-speed rail network must be established to shift some of the economic activity from Bengaluru to smaller cities and towns of the state. He stresses the focus must be on rail connectivity rather than road connectivity to discourage private vehicles on the roads and reduce environmental damage. Water: the recent NITI AAYOG report has warned that Bengaluru will be one of 21 cities without groundwater by 2021, and points out that over 2/3 of rural Karnataka does not have access to drinking water. Also, it notes that despite the state being properly rain-fed, it still continues to suffer from drought. Experts lament that despite their repeated demands for better management of Karnataka's demand for water, nothing substantial has been achieved. The city receives enough rainfall, which if harvested properly can meet its water requirements, says co-founder of Friends of Lakes, Ram Prasad. Deadly potholes, with several people losing their lives on pothole-filled roads in 2017, the BBMP woke up from its slumber and started repairing them. But nothing has really changed, and the civic body is now trying to fill the potholes during the monsoon. Deputy Chief Minister, Dr. G. Parameshar's Spot a Pothole reported campaign did not impress Bengalurians either, who trolled him on social media for failing miserably at it. Traffic experts say a lot more needs to be done on the infrastructure front, including providing good quality and durable roads as against temporary measures carried out in a hurry and causing a heavy loss to the state exchequer. Solar-powered street lights. Bengaluru alone has 4.85 lakh sodium vapor lamps, and the monthly power bill for the same crosses 12 crore rupees every month. If this is the case of Bengaluru, then the fate of rest of cities in the state and the total number of street lights and the amount of power generated out of it is left to anyone's assumption. Karnataka boasts of having the largest solar power park set up at a cost of 16,500 crore rupees at Pavagada and Tumkur district. BBMP, which tried to replace all the sodium lamps with the LED ones by 2019, landed it in the HC, and the court directed that it cannot go ahead with the global tender without the prior permission of the court. Estimated cost of the project was 560 crore rupees, where the bidding firm will be given the task of replacing sodium lamps with LED ones and maintain it for next 10 years. In return, the private company would be given 75% of the power dues that is saved, and the civic body would benefit from a reduced power bill, reduced by 25%. With the matter at the court, city will no sooner have its LED-lit street lights, and the solar-powered street lights has a long way to come. Unscientific humps. They are all over the city, but no one seems to know the exact number of unscientific humps on its roads. Noting that the Indian Road Congress has laid down guidelines for speed breakers, traffic experts say it is the duty of the civic body, which lays the roads, to install them at the right spots after discussion with the traffic police. Unfortunately, the speed breakers in the city are more back and vehicle breakers, laments mobility expert, Dr. Ashish Verma, who believes there are other ways to force vehicles to slow down, like reducing the width of the roads at various spots. Garbage. The city generates 3,500 to 4,000 metric tons of garbage every day and more during festivals. While the BBMP has 7 waste processing plants with a capacity to process 2,300 tons of garbage, they hardly function for a variety of reasons, but brand expert, Harish Vijor, says the Chief Minister's promises on garbage disposal give room for hope. I look forward to seeing more attention being given to garbage, and cleaning up our Rajakaluvs, as well as lesser traffic on our congested roads. The traffic jams on our roads can be cleared if the government commits to doing it, he adds.